Thank you very much for joining me today on this Tarot and Oracle card review. The deck I am reviewing today is called the Spiritsong Tarot by Pauline Cassidy. It is a tarot deck of 78 cards. The deck comes with a wonderful little booklet. The booklet explains all about the cards. It gives the cards, the meaning of the card, the keywords, and if the card is reversed, it gives you a reversed message and a reversed single word meaning. So we are going to split the deck review into two. We're going to split it into the major arcana and the minor arcana. Now, she has followed the Rider Waite order of decks, which means that she has called the 8th card Strength and the 11th card Justice. She has also renamed a few cards with different names with the same meaning. For example, we would take the very first card in the major arcana, which people know in a Rider Waite pack as the Fool. She has called it the Traveller. Now, immediately you see this card, you see how she's given it the 0 number card. She's called it the Traveller rather than the Fool, but there is the beautiful artwork of animals. Spiritsong is all about connecting with animal spirit guides. The artwork is beautiful. The images are beautiful. You can just get so much information just from the image of that card. You don't even know what the Traveller or the Fool means. She then also gives it a couple of words, adventure and potential. So you've got some meaning, adventure. Yes, he's the Fool. The Traveller is just setting off on his journey. This antelope is taking his leap of faith. Okay, and she's called it the Traveller. Now, when you look at the book gives you the message, keywords, reversed message, and reversed keywords. So there's a lot of information here on each card. So, for example, she gives the message of the card. She gives a keyword such as new experience. And if your card comes up in reversed, she's talking about what that means and some keywords of the reversed words. Now, other cards that she has changed it different is card number 5, which she has named Shaman instead of Hierophant. Shaman is a teacher, Hierophant is a teacher. So she's renamed it, still card number 5, still the Hierophant, but she's called it Shaman, in keeping with the Spiritsong. The other word she has used differently is card number 13, Transformation, Death. Transformation is all about the end of one thing and the start of another, so she's called it Transformation. And in the traditional deck, number 15, Devil, she has called it the Shadow. Beautiful links there, beautiful imagery there. Lot of shaman work there. So that is the major arcana. Beautiful cards, beautiful artwork, and I really love it. And if you are into animals and you know the added meaning of the animals, this will add in an extra depth to your tarot reading. Now we go to the 56 cards of the minor arcana. Now she has split them into the 4 suits. But instead of calling them wands, swords, cups, and pentacles, she has chosen to call them acorn, feathers, shells, and crystals. So we will look at the Ace of Acorns. Ace of Acorns, she represents fire, which represents wands. Sorry, here is the Ace of Acorns. You can see there's a picture of an acorn there, and there's a ram there, and there's got the wording, creative force, confidence. And if you notice just between the 2 words, there's a symbol. That symbol represents fire. So she's got a lot of symbolology in these cards. So that is the Ace of Acorns. So next we go on to the feathers, Ace of Feathers. The feathers, she represents air, I suppose, because wings fly through the air. I totally understand where she comes from. The Ace of Feathers she has representing swords, and you can see there is a feather. And when you go on to the second of feather, you've got 2 feathers. You've got 2 feathers there. So she's using the symbols of feathers. But again, there are beautiful animals. If you know the meaning of the animal, you can swap with that and add the meaning of the animal into the card. We then come to the shells card. The shells represents water, cups. I suppose again, shells, seashells come from water. Water is all about emotions, hence why she's represented it with the symbol of cups. Here is the 7 of shells. We have the 6 around the lobster, I presume, and then the 7th one at the side. And again, you've got the wording and the symbol of water there. And then we have the last card, which is crystals, and crystals she has representing earth. Crystals are come from the earth, and we will look at the 3 of crystals. We have the 3 of crystals. There's 3 beautiful crystals there. She has, I presume it's a wasp, and the wording collaboration and productivity. So maybe it's a wasp or a bee production. They produce honey. 3 of crystals, and it's manifesting material needs. So there are the cards. As I said, the book, beautiful book, it comes in with, it describes all the cards. It describes them if they're inversed. She also, at the back of each card, she has spreads that you can use. She also explains not only can you just use it as a tarot deck, you can also use it as an oracle deck where you can just take 1 card or 3 cards. And she also has a space at the back, which is very handy if you want to write some notes. This is a lovely little deck, Spiritsong Tarot by Pauline Cassidy. When I give a review, I like to give a review out of 5. Now, I am going to give this deck a 4 out of 5, but I do recommend it. The only reason why I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 is because she has, if you're a traditional tarot learner and know all the cards, having different names for different things, i.e. calling the Fool the Traveller, calling the Shame and the Hierophant, and also calling the cards Acorn, Feather, Shells and Crystals instead of Wands, Swords, Cups and Pentacles may cause a little bit of a headache trying to remember what the cards mean. But apart from that, I do love the cards. If you like connecting with spirit animals, I recommend this deck. I do hope you've enjoyed this review of Spiritsong Tarot by Pauline Cassidy. Namaste.